Hey guys, today I'm going to give you a few vocal widening tips to really make your vocals stand out in the mix and sound nice and fat. So here's the vocal.
Drink till you feel something, touch so you feel something.
So the first thing you're going to do, and this is in Pro Tools, you can do it in other DAWs too, but maybe a little bit differently, but you're going to go to Track, New, you're going to make a stereo aux track. And I've already done this right here, but you'll have a stereo aux track. This is the one I just made. So on your aux track, this is going to be the vocal width track. You're going to add doubler or another vocal widening plugin. With doubler, this is the stereo field. See, these two dots are the ones you're really working with. You want them to be here and here to really get the stereo field. If you move them both in the middle, it would just make a mono signal. These two dots right here are going to affect how it actually sounds. You don't want them too far apart and you don't want them too close together. If it's too close together, they sound phasey. If it's too far apart, they sound phasey. If you move this dot too high, it's going to sound phasey because it moves it off pitch. So it'll sound a little off pitch too. So you only really want it to be just above the line and a good distance away. Kind of use your ear to hear how it sounds. This is how it sounds with mine. I'm going to turn it on.
Drink till you feel something, touch so you feel something, love if you feel something, stop when you feel nothing.
As you can see, it sounds a lot wider with that on. So that is the first step. The next is to make another stereo aux track. Obviously using a bus to send the original signal to these tracks. So bus 3, 4 was going to this stereo track, and I have bus 5, 6 going to this vocal width track. So on the stereo reverb track, you're going to add a reverb plugin. I have this plugin. I'm adding a decent amount of reverb. You don't want to go too high because it'll just convolute the mix. And for the dry wet signal, I'm using a little bit over halfway dry and wet because you don't want it too wet and you don't want it too dry. But really you can just adjust it to your own preference. Then I'm EQing out everything below 400 Hertz just to clean up the mix so it doesn't sound too muddled with all of the stereo signals bouncing around. So it sounds like this when you add that plugin.
Drink till you feel something, touch so you feel something, love if you feel something, stop when you feel nothing.
And then another trick is to make a copy of your original track. You don't want to actually duplicate it because it's just going to be the same signal. You want to record several different takes that sound very similar. So you got this take, and this take, and all together they sound like this, just those 3 tracks.
Drink till you feel something.
And I have the 2 backup tracks, one panned hard left, one panned hard right, and then the main track is center. For the hard left one and the hard right one, I have it set to negative 11 decibel, which is about 9 decibel below the middle track because you want the middle track to stand out a little bit more.
Drink till you.
So that when you add in those tracks with the vocal width plugin, it sounds like this.
Drink till you feel something, touch so you feel something, love if you feel something.
And then when you add in the stereo reverb track.
Drink till you feel something, touch so you feel something, love if you feel something, stop when you feel nothing.
And then the original with just itself.
Drink till you feel something, touch so you feel something.
And then all together again.
Drink till you feel something, touch so you feel something, love if you feel something, stop when you feel nothing.
And if you think there's too much delay between the main track and the backup tracks or the vocal width plugin, you can just mess around and reduce it, or you can increase it depending what kind of effect you're going for with your recording. It really depends on the producer and what they want, or the artist, I should say, and what they want. So that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.
Heart thumping, blood pumping, sweat running. I'm a victim of your love now.